you'll never make it. That sentence either discourages you or it frees you. What if it's not an insult? What if it's the most basic level of a principle of growth that many people need that they don't have? Today, I'm going to show you why chasing the finish line is ruining your momentum and how flipping your mindset can help decrease the amount of plateau you go through in life and give you a version of yourself that you always wanted. Stick around, because the moment you stop chasing a rival is the moment you start living in mastery. As kids, we were taught that life had checkpoints. You graduate high school, you get a house, you get a job, and when you check enough boxes, you've made it. But once that dopamine fades to a high point, it eventually lowers and kind of stagnates, and the applause stops. And then all you left wondering is, then what? The truth is that there's no final form. There's no main boss at the end of this journey, beside death, of course. Even the top 1% feel this growing need to keep going, even when they feel like they made it, per se. And that's the loop that most people miss. You don't stop growing, you just keep evolving. And that brings me to my first trap of what I call destination addiction. Destination achievement is the belief that happiness will happen during the next achievement. For example, let's say that you say something like, you'll be happy once you get abs. You'll be happy once you make 100K per year. You'll be happy once your content finally goes viral. But your peace is always in your future. So you rob yourself over the present moments that you have now and know that you can do to grow and be better. That's why you feel empty after every win, because you don't take the time to be present in that moment. And it just simply means that your goals aren't wrong. Your identity is based on the illusion of what you believe will happen in the future. So how do you break out that loop? How do you stop wishing for the future? I have this mindset that I like to call micro patience and micro wins. Let me simplify this. Micro wins equals daily feedback. Micro patience equals long-term vision. If you have both, you adapt daily but expect slow transformation. If you only have micro wins, you'll burn out chasing quick validation. If you only have micro patience, you're dreaming without execution. And if you have neither, you're stuck in self-pity. That's why a lot of people try for a few weeks and then quit. They have no scoreboard, no strategy, and no timeline. Mastery doesn't feel like hype. It feels like showing up for months, maybe years, with no one watching, with no applause. But this leads to a brutal truth that even though you may do everything right, you still might not make it. You follow the plan, you stay disciplined, and yet you're still overlooked, underpaid, and undervalued. This is a storm before breakthrough, the space where most quit because they think that effort equals instant results. But growth itself isn't like a linear path. You're not just building skills, you're building proof of character. And the longer you stay ignored, the more pressure that you stack within yourself. And the pressure that will forges power within yourself as well. But only if you choose to stay in the fire. Now, I just want to add that I have a system that I built for those people who need clarity and direction in their life. When you reach the top of your goals and you feel like you're kind of directionless and you need some clarity, I created a system called the execution system. Just click the link in the description and it'll essentially tell you everything you need to know. Let's get back to the video. Here is where the average tap out. You give them a maze and they fold. But the ones who stay, they stop trying to escape the hard and start using it. They shift their mindset from when will I make it to how will I use this or how far can I take this, right? And that shift alone can turn pain into fuel for growth. And that's when you unlock the truth. Growth is about spiritual discipline. This isn't self-help. This is self-respect. Because how you show up daily is a reflection of what you believe that you're worth. Growth is quiet. It's not a success montage with music playing in the background. It's you choosing your vision over comfort over and over and over and over again. So when you're tired, when your work feels invisible, when that path gets lonely, just remember that that's not failure. That's the path needed for you to become undeniable. You will never make it. And that's the point. Because the real ones don't change the ending. They become the story. Subscribe to the video if you enjoyed it. Give it a like and share it with somebody who needs it. But thank you for listening and stay motivated.